Hi guys, welcome to Whole Stack Estate channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about like how we can handle the checkboxes. So in order to handle checkboxes, we have basically like we can perform the click operation, right? So it is handled simply like let me go to some of the demo website in which we have checkboxes, right? So for that reason, I'm on this particular sample website, right? So you can see like there are two different checkboxes. We have it here. So first checkbox and second checkbox. So first checkbox is unchecked here and the second checkbox is checked here, right? So in order to perform the selection for the first checkbox, you just have to perform the click operation here, right? So as you perform the click operation here, so it gets selected, right? So in the actual project, what we do is like based on our requirement and based on the requirement of our data, right? So we perform the click operation on the required checkboxes. So how to handle this? Like firstly, we can inspect this to get the status of this checkbox, right? So let me inspect this and get the current status. So let me try to mouse over on this checkbox, the first one. So you can see like input type is as checkbox, right? So and also you can see there is an attribute called a checked here. That means this checkbox is already checked. And for the second checkbox also this attribute is checked, set to checked, right? So if I just uncheck the first one, you can see the checked attribute has been removed. As you can see, it is present in the second one. So if I want to perform the click over here and select this checkbox, so I just have to identify this checkbox. So let me try to identify this particular checkbox, right? So let me try to create the XPath for this. So right. So let me write // input at type is equal to checkbox, right? And it is giving me two results, right? Since it is pointing to the first one and our requirement is to select the first checkbox, so I can just select this first one and I'll go to Eclipse, create a new method over here, right? Just a second. So I'll just say new class handle checkbox, right? Checkbox. And I'll take a main method over here and I'll write the initial code for launching the browser and everything. So WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup, and I'll say driver is equal to new Chrome driver, right? So this is actually for launching the Chrome browser over here, and I'll just pass in the URL that we are trying to automate. So I'll just go to this particular website and I'll just pass in the URL, and let me try to quickly launch this particular URL to see if it is working out fine. And if it's done, I'll just quit it and let me run this. So it has started launching now. So we can see it is now going to launch the Chrome browser. So let me allow the access. Yes. So there was some network change over here. So it has been launched now, the Chrome browser, and now it should go to Chrome browser, right? Yes. So now we are on this checkbox page, right? So now let us try to perform some of the checkbox selection here. So what I will do is, so I will do right driver dot find element by dot XPath, and I will just pass the actual XPath here so that the XPath that we generated, right? So this is for the first checkbox and dot click, right? So we can directly perform the dot click over here, and I'll just intentionally add this thread dot sleep in order to put some wait over here, like for 5 seconds. Although this is not a recommended wait because we are using the advanced wait right mechanism to in order to perform the smart wait mechanism. So let me quickly run this to check the status, right? So let's run this. So you can see like it is launching a Chrome browser right now. And yes, it has selected the first checkbox. So actually the drawback over here is like if the website had the checkbox already selected, right? In our case, let's say if it was already selected previously, then it will perform the check selection, right? But if it wasn't selected, then if it was selected, then it will uncheck it, right? If it was selected, then it will just select this required checkbox. So that is how it works actually. So there are actually two status, you can say like whether it is checked or not checked. If it is checked, then it will perform the check when you perform the click operation, and if it is already checked, then it will perform the uncheck, right? So that is the thing here. And also I have seen also I have already explained in the previous video like how we can check the status of the checkbox, and based on that we can perform the checkbox selection, right? So this is how it actually works here, right? So if you want to perform the checkbox selection for the second one, so you just have to narrow down your XPath or point your XPath to the second one. So let me try to change it over here. And what I will do is I'll just try to copy this, and I'll pass the XPath to the second checkbox as well, so that it is performing the selection in the both the checkboxes. So let me try to pass in the XPath for the second one, and let me quickly run this. I'll just increase some of the waiting time here. Instead of 5, I'll just put 9 seconds wait, and let me run this. So all right, so it has launched the website, and now it should perform the required checkbox selection over here. And yes, already I think the first checkbox was not selected, so it has performed the check operation, and the second checkbox was selected, so it has unchecked it, right? So we have already discussed this mechanism, like how we can check the current status of the checkbox, and based on that we can perform the required click operation on the required checkbox, right? So that's all in this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.